As a celebration of the first ever all-women's pay-per-view, something the women's division has deserved for a long time, here's an immediate removal of 5 sins.
A revolution started in the WWE.
If that's the case, then why isn't this pay-per-view event called WWE Revolution?
Defends against Nikki Bella.
Why not against both, considering both the Bella twins were targeting Ronda Rousey? A triple threat makes more sense in my opinion.
Over 50 women.
Sorry, but if you calculate the number of women competing here tonight, it's less than 40. Probably should have made the Battle Royal a 30-woman match and brought in more NXT talent and Mae Young Classic participants. Then we could have made it 50 total women competing at the event. Gosh darn it, the audio technicians messed up with the commentators' microphones and we can't hear them at all. I'm removing another 5 sins for this awesome concert to kick off the show. What a way to get us hyped for the first ever all-women's pay-per-view. Get Michael Cole off the commentary desk. This is an all-women's pay-per-view. And if I'm not mistaken, Michael Cole is not a female. I'm throwing in 3 sins because we could have had an all-women's commentary team with Renee Young and Beth Phoenix. But as usual, Michael Cole ruins everything.
First 30 minutes live on Twitter.
Why? That's stupid. If that keeps up, then a whole pay-per-view will be broadcast live on Twitter one day. And what will be the damn point of a WWE network then? Apparently, WWE were handing out We Want Women's Tag Championship signs to the fans in attendance. And for what? Nothing comes from that tonight.
Team Bestie.
Team Bestie. That's seriously the best name they could come up with for Trish Stratus and Lita? I'm giving a sin to the existence of concussions. Because of that, we don't get to see Alexa Bliss compete tonight. Damn you, concussions. Also, Alexa in Wonderland.
Alicia Fox as well. She's the longest tenured woman.
I'd be impressed with how long Alicia Fox has remained on the main roster if she actually had a major list of accomplishments during her decade-long career. I'm actually glad they dimmed the lights and focused the spotlights on the ring instead of blinding the fans with more spotlights. They should consider doing this for more shows other than NXT events.
And Alicia Fox, who tagged into this.
Are you telling me that Alicia Fox was watching Lita the whole time, saw her approach, and didn't once think that she would get attacked? That was really weak.
At the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view event.
Hardly memorable, mainly because Fatal 4-Way was one of the stupidest pay-per-view concepts in WWE history.
And of course that pain on.
That one moment when the most damage Alicia delivers in this match is to the ring canvas. What has the canvas ever done to her?
Trish, of course.
What?
Is able to light up a room with her.
Trish Stratus is pointing and looking at Mickie James, and yet Alicia doesn't see that as an opportunity to take advantage. I have facepalmed so much and we just started.
And here comes Mickie James.
Well, she's not technically moving, so that was the wrong time to say, here comes Mickie James.
We're going for the suicide dives.
Whatever the hell Alicia is doing right there.
We're out of here.
Heel wrestlers attempt to leave in the middle of the match when their opponents have the upper hand cliche.
Up to the top rope.
Even if the referee didn't see Alexa get involved, surely he heard that.
Do not fire up a Canadian woman like that.
Well, thanks for randomly telling us the obvious fact that Trish Stratus is Canadian, as if that even mattered in this match. She's from my kingdom, and nobody gives a shit about the fact that Toronto's my kingdom.
They're up at 2. And now Alicia Fox.
Well, I can see that Alicia Fox went to the Kylo Ren school of dealing with stressful situations. Alexa Bliss did too, might I add. The referee somehow missed the fact that Trish's feet and Mickey's hand are on the bottom rope during this pinfall.
They'll put the match away.
I'm throwing in 10 sins for this, and no, that's not too much because Trish clearly had the victory and the referee stopped counting for whatever fucking reason. Alicia was nowhere to be found until after the referee would have completed the pinfall. Fire that referee for stopping a pinfall for no reason at all. Sorry, but Lita missed Alicia.
Shining bright for one night only.
Except for the fact that they end up competing the very next night, so make it 2 nights only, I guess. Can someone turn up the audio on the microphone? I can hardly hear anything.
Ronda Rousey's mother.
Skip! Holy shit! Over 10 damn minutes of freaking entrances! The length of time of the entrances equals more than half the length of the Battle Royal itself. Although, let's admit it was fun as hell to see the wrestlers of the past and the wrestlers of the present in this Battle Royal. Definitely one of my favorite matches of the night. Jimmy Uso is here, but where the hell is Jay? Not invited, I presume? How sad. Haha, Naomi got her cape caught on the stairs. That's what happens when you got a cape as long as the width of the ring. That should be a rule in WWE. No capes! Good to see Michelle McCool, but it's completely awkward that she is clapping hands with the fans instead of acting flawless. Also, why the hell is Layla not in this match forming a Laycool reunion?
Alondra!
Ah, vintage Lillian Garcia, always botching her ring announcing. It's a Lundra Blaze, not a Londra Blaze. The graphics on the stage say Zelina Vega, yet the Titantron is clearly saying Andrade Cien Almas, who is nowhere in sight. Damn, with all the leather Tamina is wearing, this limits how many moves she can do in the ring, and it must be freaking heated wearing that while wrestling. Wow, Maria Kanellis looking as hot as ever. I may need a minute or 20. No offense to Maria and Mike Kanellis, but it's a very bad idea to bring a 6-month-old baby to a wrestling event, whether said baby is wearing earmuffs or not. To all parents watching the Sin video, don't bring your babies to wrestling events! Wait until they're old enough to understand what's going on.
Thank you for joining us on Twitter.
Random thank you to Twitter users. Eisen Maurice competing tonight also. I would think The Miz would be here to cheer his wife on in this Battle Royal instead of his Mixed Match Challenge partner. After 10 minutes of entrances, now we gotta hear a 2-minute promo. It's like WWE wants to do everything except start the match. Also, with all the trash talking Peyton Royce and Billy Kay are about to do, you just know that everyone is gonna gang up on them when this Battle Royal finally begins.
Enjoy these precious few seconds.
Said the Iconics to themselves.
You eliminate your opponent when you put him over the top rope.
More reasons why I wish Michael Cole wasn't part of the all-women's pay-per-view, so that we wouldn't have to hear stating of the obvious all the time.
The winner will get a future championship.
We know!
Wait a minute! No!
Wrestler eliminates their partner after working together with him in a Battle Royal cliche. Nia Jax was already starting to fall before Maria Kanellis could hit the chop block. With so many women still competing in this Battle Royal, a stare down is not exactly a good idea, especially when you can get attacked from behind. Fucking love it. We miss you, Roman. Lana is a moron. Quadruple suplex definitely removes 4 Sins from the counter because that was an amazing moment to see.
A dance break? Yeah!
Fortnite is, and always will be, a sin. Because of that pathetic video game, nobody can ever do the floss dance without it popping in their mind.
My goodness gracious.
We're in the middle of a battle royal. No offense, but skip! Nobody is going after Ivory, who is still hanging out on the ring apron, prone for elimination. Get back in the ring!
Looking for it.
The hell was that supposed to be? If one decides to climb the ropes to pose for the fans in the middle of a battle royal, that someone deserves to get eliminated.
It's every woman for herself.
How many times do we have to hear the obvious fact that this match is every woman for herself? Does Michael believe the fans will think women battle royals have different rules than men's battle royals?
That's Zelina Vega.
Premature celebration. Post-match interview.
Nassau Coliseum.
Columns Coliseum.
Evolution is presented by...
Skip! No one cares what the #1 trend is. If anything, it'd be a complete shocker if Evolution was not the #1 trend worldwide.
Tony's an excellent...
Feels extremely awkward when we have Americans doing the Aussie chant, even despite the fact that Tony Storm is from Australia. This match is only 10 minutes long. Do we really want to spend a good portion of it showing sportsmanship? This is for the Mae Young Classic trophy, after all.
It looks like she's having fun doing this.
Why wouldn't Io Shirai be having fun? She's in control of the match and wearing down Tony, so obviously she's having fun. Tony clearly sees Io getting closer and just stays where she is on the top row, pretty much allowing Io to take advantage.
Wants to make a mistake. Oh my god!
She may have only hit Tony's arm, but I'll still give this a center mover for the quickness of the leap to the top and no hesitation before jumping for the moonsault. The fact that Io took a moment to pose for the fans is what cost her to ultimately lose the match and the tournament. Probably would have won if she immediately hit the moonsault like she did the first time. It takes over 3 minutes before the ring announcer realizes that she forgot to announce Toni Storm as the winner of the Mae Young Classic. Uh-oh, we are in the Halloween season, and I think everyone should run for their lives before the Riott Squad intends to play a game where you find the key or you end up floating to an oncoming chainsaw.
It's boss time!
Fuck you, Michael. Stop saying that all the time. More reasons why he shouldn't have been allowed on the commentary team on an all-women's pay-per-view. So, are Bayley and Sasha Banks temporarily friends again to become enemies later? Who am I kidding? I stopped caring about this nearly a year ago.
They got tattoos of the day that they debuted together.
Man, if any member of the Riott Squad ends up in a situation that has them hating the WWE for life, those tattoos would definitely feel awkward to have.
Dungeon.
Liv Morgan is just trying to make us jealous.
Of course, also involved.
Ruby
Riott is a future champion.
And fuck Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan. At least that's what it sounds like from Michael Cole's perspective.
Enough. I mean, we look at
Of course, because the Riott Squad is about to...
Probably shouldn't have yelled before going after Bayley.
To the face of Ruby Riott, Liv...
Bayley's foot is strong with a force if Liv was able to get hit without even coming close to contact with it.
Here's Sasha!
boss time.
Sorry, Renee, it was bad when Michael Cole said it, and I don't think even Jim Ross could make that phrase sound cool. The phrase boss time should really stop being said all the time because it's not cool. I swear, this better not start yet another annoying back and forth game of are we friends or are we enemies between Sasha Banks and Bayley. Pick one and stick with it. This is almost as bad as the hot potato game between Sasha and Charlotte 2 years ago.
Sasha, all over the top. Oh!
What the hell was that supposed to be? I could replay that all day long. That botch was funny as hell.
Bayley's
What the...
Bayley sacrificing herself to save Sasha? First of all, boring. Secondly, wouldn't that just cause more damage to Sasha considering Ruby Riott's full force combined with the weight of Bayley would just sandwich Sasha and injure her more, not save her? And thirdly, why didn't Bayley just pull Sasha out of the ring or something? Ruby clearly wasn't going anywhere. What was stopping Bayley from simply yanking Sasha out of harm's way? Would have been a lot better than slowly getting on top of her for an overdramatic sacrifice no one asked for nor cared about.
For Sasha Banks to tag.
I don't know if that was a botch or not, because while Sasha did move out of the way, she doesn't get up and take advantage pretending she got hit. Neither Ruby nor Sarah are the legal women in this match, yet the referee stupidly stands around doing absolutely nothing about it. Do your 5 count, asshole.
What a physical match!
You were expecting the match to be verbal or something, Beth?
You don't have what it takes.
Shayna Baszler saying Kairi Sane doesn't have what it takes despite the fact that the Mae Young Classic says otherwise, and NXT Brooklyn 4 as well. Why does Kairi keep switching her pirate entrance themes? I keep hearing 2 different versions every now and then. The NXT Women's title can't even fit in that damn treasure chest. Kairi's gonna need a bigger chest. Invisible telescopes.
Because of the champion's advantage.
Kairi somehow connected the stunner despite not grabbing onto Shayna on the way down. How'd she do that? Pirate magic?
To fight the Shayna here tonight.
Even if Shayna didn't counter, Kairi never would have hit her because she stopped before she could even come near.
You're weak in the arm now as Zayn.
Zane? Last I checked, her name wasn't Kairi Zane.
Kyrie trying to steal one here.
Commentator stupidly refers to a roll-up ass stealing the victory cliche. We are never going to hear the end of that, are we?
See the looks on their face.
Jesus, the brutality is unbelievable. I actually believe Shayna snapped Kairi's arm right there, removing a sin for the brutality of this match.
Build some momentum.
She's showing she's still in this.
The referee counts to 4, Kairi ignores her, and continues assaulting Shayna in the corner. And what does the referee do? I'll give you a wild and sinful guess. Stop posing for the fans and finish off Shayna!
And now continues to work on the injured arm.
Shayna Baszler is fucking brutal. Why can't Ronda Rousey be more like this? She'd fit right in with this category.
Shayna Baszler blocks.
What a coincidence on who gets hit in that exchange. No.
One of the 4 horsewomen.
Alright, so let me get this straight. The WWE's 4 horsewomen consist of Becky Lynch, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte. The MMA's 4 horsewomen consist of Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, Jessamyn Duke, and Marina Shafir. But now both stables are in WWE, so what do we call it? 4 horsewomen 2 or something? Because you can't call them the MMA 4 horsewomen here in a non-MMA company.
We got a comeback.
The official.
You're supposed to lift Kairi's arm up and see if it falls 3 times, not simply take a guess that she's knocked out and ring the bell.
For the first time ever.
I'm just gonna throw in 5 sins because of WWE trying their best to hype up Charlotte versus Becky as the first ever last woman standing match. And yeah, it's the first on the main roster, but the term first ever means it never happened before in history, which is bullshit.
There are no pinfalls, there are no submissions.
Just when we had JoJo give a long and slow explanation of the rules, we still get Michael Cole doing the exact same thing. How many times have I facepalmed tonight for Michael Cole being on commentary at an all-women's pay-per-view again? It takes over 30 seconds before Charlotte and Becky lock up in this last woman standing match. It's nearly 30 minutes long, and I just hope it's not because of moments like this.
Oh, and Charlotte flares out.
Well, it's about fucking time that the referee starts counting immediately upon a wrestler being put onto the ground in this type of match, instead of taking like a full damn minute. There's always hope.
Listen, the week's building up.
Copyright infringement.
Second count. First count of the matchup.
Actually, this is the 4th count of the matchup, Michael. Pay attention to the freaking match, you stupid dumbass.
Both these women know each other.
The referee is counting Becky, but doesn't realize that Charlotte is also technically not standing either. So they should both be counted right now instead of just one of them.
We're getting Becky now with a counter.
Charlotte was watching Becky the whole time and could have leaped out of the way before Becky could even swing the kendo stick.
Women are not leaving now.
Ow, my painted fingernails! Over 1 minute of throwing chairs into the ring.
Charlotte is dragging a table.
It's only when Charlotte pulls out a table that Becky thinks, maybe I should have just gone after Charlotte in the first place with a chair instead of wasting time throwing a shitload into the ring. Oh! Ow, that soft and not so hardcore landing was totally painful to watch. Oh! See, now that's a brutal landing on the chairs, when the back of your head connects with them after a perfectly executed back suplex.
Renee, this just feels personal.
Wow, Beth, you're just now realizing that this whole feud feels personal between 2 former best friends?
She's gonna deliver.
Gosh darn it, should have positioned the table a little further into the center of the ring, not right at the corner.
Charlotte's gonna.
Sorry, Charlotte, but any second attempt at cool table destruction moments have been ruined the moment you messed up the first time. The moment we see tables and ladders and chairs is the moment we question why we are bothered to even have a TLC pay-per-view later this month when the 3 weapons can easily be brought in at any time. How the hell is this ladder standing despite being folded up?
She's not gonna use the ladder with this, is she?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe she's just using the ladder to balance herself or something. Of course she's gonna use the ladder for leverage, Sherlock. If you think about it, the ladder isn't doing much damage with the figure 8. Becky's legs are through the ladder, yes, but the ladder itself isn't pressed against her legs or causing any sort of damage at all. Becky Lynch somehow doesn't realize that walking away is not going to get her out of the match at all. Doesn't matter where these two ladies go, the last woman standing match continues anywhere. Also, as a matter of fact, these two win everywhere in the build-up to this, but not in the actual match itself. Charlotte disassembles the German announce table, but proceeds to whack Becky off the American announce table instead. Becky, you should know that monologuing is a villain's greatest weakness. Charlotte would know too.
Somebody stop!
Sure, I'll give it a center mover despite not being that impressed at all. Would have been 3 or 5 center movers if the ladder was taller and Becky leaped from the top of it.
Before a count of 10.
I'm throwing in 5 sins because Charlotte is still on the ground and hasn't stood up, and yet the referee stopped fucking counting when he said 9. As far as I'm concerned, this match is over and Becky won at that point instead of the point where she did. We interrupt Evolution to bring you all the times wrestlers buried the Big Show, and just like those matches, it doesn't work for this case either. Becky takes the piece of the broken table and puts it in a place where Charlotte's not even buried. Should have thrown it on top of the chairs, honestly. What an absolute brutal way to culminate this last woman standing match. I tip my hat in respect to both Charlotte and Becky Lynch for this amazing performance. The referee said that Charlotte was on her feet when she was still on her knees earlier. Now that her feet is actually in a standing up position, the referee completely ignores it. He absolutely sucks at officiating last person standing matches. Still doesn't make sense that this main event is Ronda Rousey against simply Nikki Bella, leaving Brie Bella with nothing to do on this historic night. Also, Nikki Bella has done absolutely nothing to earn this title match. She attacks Ronda one night and is automatically granted the title match. Earning title matches doesn't seem to exist anymore, and that's a shame. Bella-lution. Ronda mockingly trying to help Nikki back on her feet. If I were Ronda, I would have immediately tried to snap Nikki's arm in half while she was down. Messing around with your opponent only causes bad things on your end. Who's a fish? Who's a fish?
Bella did not expect.
Take that, bottom rope.
Well, Brie has just as much to gain from this as Nikki.
How? She's a fucking spectator in this match, whereas Nikki is getting the whole spotlight. This is all about Nikki winning the glory, not Brie doing it too. Jesus.
Ronda doesn't have a ton of experience.
Haha, Ronda made you trip and fall, Brie. Begging for mercy. In other words, vintage Bellas. Wouldn't have to be in this position if you weren't such an attention seeker, you stupid bitch. Why are you hesitating? You're Ronda freaking Rousey, and she's just Nikki Bella. Plus, she insulted your mother constantly. Smash her fucking face in! Whining, complaining, throwing Kylo Ren temper tantrums because she didn't succeed, and then ultimately failing miserably. It's just another day in the career of Nikki Bella. One more time, another 5 sins removed as a congratulations for the women on a successful first pay-per-view, all for them. Here's to hopefully more in the future.